Hello, my name is Tanya Haney, and today I'm going to talk about gender and language and some of the similarities and differences. First of all, I want to talk about gender identity and gender roles. So gender roles and expectations are learned through socialization. They can change over time and vary between cultures. Gender identity relates to one's internal sense of being male or female. Overall, people expect boys to be more aggressive, tough, and daring than girls. I also want to talk about language. Language is a system of vocal sounds and or nonverbal systems by which members communicate with each other. Language binds people together and can serve as a focal point for cultural identity. Okay, so I want to get to some of the gender and language similarities. So although every individual is unique, some of the differences among us have been identified and categorized. Gender identity and different languages are a part of cultural identity of students. Both gender and language can be altered. Equal rights, stereotypes, bias, and discrimination are also associated with both gender and language. The attitudes and values about appropriate gender roles and language preference are embedded in the curriculum of our schools. And both gender and language can be used as a tool to outward express oneself. I also want to talk about the differences. So, the biological sex of a person is determined at fertilization, but language is learned through socialization. With language, a person can be bilingual or multilingual. However, most, with the exception of hermaphrodites, people are born either being clearly a male or female. Critics of elementary classrooms indicate that instruction is designed around the behavior, interests, and needs of girls to the detriment of boys. Single-sex schools are more common than dual-language immersion schools and programs. And Title IX was passed into law in 1972 to bring gender equality to the classroom and beyond. It prohibits discrimination on the basis of sex in any federally funded program or activity. So for us as educators, I believe we should teach for inclusion, which means working towards gender equality in education should not just focus on equal access, but the content of schooling shall also be examined. And then no matter the gender preference or language of our students, all need to feel comfortable in their learning environment by facilitating a safe, positive, and non-threatening learning environment, creating a culture that recognizes, responds to, and respects the diversity of students' differences, increasing awareness of culture differences, and strengthening culture consciousness, and also embracing multiculturalism, because students need to see their race and themselves represented, like in different books and texts and things like that, and that's very important to them growing as a person and seeing them being represented in those textbooks. So if we can't find it in the textbooks, we should also bring in supplemental materials where they can see that their race and their culture is represented. Because, and I like this quote, because they may forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And these are my references. Thank you for watching.